Hey guys, welcome to your Week 21 U.S. History launch, and we are on the third checkpoint of the Civil War project. It's going to be a really quick launch this week. Just a reminder, for each checkpoint, you're going to be studying one of the historical questions, analyzing some documents, and coming up with your answer. And you're going to use some textual evidence to support your answer. After that, after you write your paragraph, you're then going to create an art piece that reflects what you've written. This can be a drawing, a poem, a song, comic, fictional writing. You can also use a collage of images. If you're going to do the collage, make sure you're using Google Drawings. So you could do drawings.google.com, and that's what's actually going to allow you to make something look a little more artsy than just putting images in a Google Doc, because that's not necessarily art. So make sure that you're doing that. If you're doing to choose the collage, I'd like to see you guys do, a little bit of variety and not do a collage for every single thing. I'd like to see you try doing a poem or a drawing or whatever, a fictional writing, just not always doing the same exact thing. After studying each topic, you're then going to assemble your art pieces. So you'll have 5 total pieces of art. You're going to put it into an art portfolio, write an art analysis, and then you're going to be presenting that in, you're going to use Loom or another recording device and record yourself presenting. Okay, checkpoint 3 is called the Civil War. When you open that up, you're going to see these 2 essential questions. You need to pick one of those questions. So either number 1, what were each side's advantages and disadvantages prior to and during the war? So for that one, you would say the advantages that the North had before the war were this, this, and this. During the war, they had these advantages. Then your second paragraph would be, during the war, the South had these advantages, and before the war, they had these advantages. So make sure you're addressing all parts of that question. And then the second one is, what led to the Union's victory? So what were the reasons that the North ended up winning? You're choosing one of those questions, and then you're going to use the resources off to the right called Civil War sources, and be choosing at least 3 of those sources from that document to be able to find the evidence that you need to support your question. So again, make sure you're not going to, history.com or ushistory.org or whatever. I'm not interested in those secondary sources. Make sure you're using these ones, and it will take you out to the right places. But again, when you click on the sources, it's going to open up into, these are your primary sources, these are your secondary sources on the right, and just make sure that you're providing some context whenever you introduce those into your writing. So according to ushistory.org, and then make sure you have your quote. But importantly, remember that after you put a quote, it's just as important, actually more important, for you to explain what that quote means and how that supports your claim. All right, if you guys have any questions at all on this project this week, please reach out.